All right, what's going on, guys? This has been a controversial story over the last few days, and I saw a really good tweet about it that summarizes it perfectly. It says, "Make South Park satire again," because South Park made an episode about this quite a long time ago, actually, because I've seen this picture before. It's not new, but now the joke has officially become a reality because we basically got, pretty much the exact same picture in real life. It's kind of crazy how that works. So let me introduce you all to Lia Thomas, a NCAA women's swimming champion. Now, if you're wondering why something seems a little bit off here, that's because Lia used to go by the name of William, and she used to be a men's swimmer. Not a champion, though, and that's a key aspect to the story. In fact, it seems she went from being the 462nd ranked men's swimmer to the number one ranked women's swimmer. That's quite the jump, pretty crazy. So this past weekend was the NCAA championships for swimming, and Lia here made quite the splash at the event. According to this ESPN article, she competed in 3 events, and she ended up making the finals in all 3, but she ended up placing 8th, 5th, and 1st. So she only won one of the events, but obviously one was more than enough to spark up some controversy. Some of the other girls were speaking out about how it's unfair and they were upset about it, and that caused more people to pick up on it, and it's been all over the news and stuff now. So that's kind of an overall breakdown of the situation. But as far as all the controversy is concerned, we got to keep it real. Does anyone actually believe that this is fair? I know there's a lot of debate about how the situation should be handled, and that's fine, but I don't think there's any debate on the fact that it's unfair. There's a reason men's and women's sports are separated. When a person goes from 462 to 1, that's pretty much all the proof you need right there, right? It's pretty wild. At least this is swimming, so no one's getting hurt. That's good. Y'all remember there was an MMA fighter that did the same thing and just came in and beat the shit out of some women. Now that one was fucked up. There's no defending that one. And even in this situation, people certainly have the right to be upset, right? Especially the other competitors. Imagine you're the girl that gets second place. You gotta be pretty fucking pissed off, right? Imagine you're a girl in the race and you're on the block ready to go, and you look over and the girl next to you got a dick print. That's kind of wild, dude. That would just totally throw me off my game. I don't know if I'd be able to focus after that. Now, to be fair, I did look at the pictures and I didn't notice anything like that. I feel like it would be pretty obvious, right? They're all in a tight swimsuit or whatever, so I think it would be hard to hide. So, she might have got that handled, I don't know. So it shows that she's at least serious about the whole situation. But it's just a strange situation in general, right? We haven't really had to deal with anything like this before, but I feel like the solution here is pretty simple, right? Just make a new division and let them all compete against each other. Obviously, there's not going to be that many people at first because it's still a new thing. It's still getting figured out. But as time goes on, it will grow. It's already becoming more and more of a common thing. If you just look at the trend over the last 5 years or whatever, it's only getting bigger. And also, I think just having the division there as an option would probably encourage more people to join, because I'm sure there are people right now who would like to compete, but they don't want to face this type of backlash, or they don't want the attention, or whatever the reason is that they aren't competing. If they actually had their own division to compete in, I think they'd be more open to joining. But obviously, this isn't some genius solution that I came up with that nobody else has thought of. I'm sure they've considered it, and for whatever reason, they aren't doing that. Probably money, I guess. They don't want to spend the extra money on creating it and running it or whatever. I don't know. Maybe there's more reasons as well. I'm sure there are. But for whatever the reasons are, they have not done this. But I think we probably will be seeing this in the future. It's the most logical thing to do, right? It would just solve all the problems, right? Then nobody can have anything to complain about. So I don't know. That's pretty much my opinion on the situation. Like, I'm not trying to like stop people from, you know, doing whatever they want to do, but I do think it's a problem once you start affecting other people's lives because of your own personal choices, you know? Like, imagine if I signed up for the Special Olympics or something. I'd be in there like Michael Phelps, you know what I'm saying? Like, gold medals across the board. Like, I would be going crazy, but like, that's not cool, man. Like you wouldn't even feel good about that. Like, that's just weird, you know what I mean? Like, just smoking them all, like, that's terrible, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, this isn't quite the same situation, but just to show how absurd it is of what's happening. But anyways, that's pretty much it for the video, man. I feel like this is such a easy solution. I just don't know why they haven't fixed it yet. But yeah, anyways, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, rating if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter, links in the description down below. Check out my last video if you missed it. It was about this OnlyFans model who found one of her fans hiding in her house. That was quite the story. But yeah, anyways, check that video out if you missed it. Other than that, thank you again for watching. Have a good day and peace out.